Hands on the ball and stopping France winning it.
Safe ball, Delo, Adventure creeping into the game now. Lacroix from Salah, oh, that's nice sleight of hand, no one there to pick it up. Eventually Brouzet does. England are there by that time on the French 22, but still the options of running taken by France. Rodber across, slipping it cleverly to Bernard Saal. His enormous pace, it rebounds off Cat's hand. Bernard Saal to sprint for the line, feeds inside to Akosaberi. Caban now, this is French brilliance. Sebastien Viard is unchallenged, and that's so typically French. Never count them out. Hunt, never count them out.
And this is the crucial bit. Is this a forward pass? Marginal there, but Bernard Saal, he chips the ball over Cat, retains possession, comes inside, but the crucial bit of play, I think, is by Laurent Caban here, where he gets the ball, he waits, and out it goes to Sebastien Viard, and once he's got the overlap, there's no stopping it. But great play by the French, great awareness there of keeping the ball available.
13 points to 10 and a wonderful kick, but this was a great try.
Good awareness here, keeping the ball available. But Caban there, he's the one who made it available, made the ball, passed it out to the winger. Well, full-back who goes in, no problem at all.
One World of Sport at Rugby Park in Hamilton. It's been all Waikato in the first half. 21 points to 3 they lead. Foster again. No attempt to kick it out. He says to the Lions, if you want it out, you kick it out. Clement. Underwood runs onto the ball. Just ankle tap by Brent Anderson, that was timely. Now Waikato can go from here. Wilson holding off the tackles. Foster. John Mitchell. Monkley, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
All started with quick ball. They stole it away. Doug Wilson given space. He ran through the gap. Just nailed by Robert James. There's the support. John Mitchell has the big lungs, and who is ever present? Mr. Monkley. Oh, that's a great try.
They back up the ball carrier so well. They were lining up inside Doug Wilson. Foster was there. John Mitchell, who scored more tries for Waikato than any other forward, finally had to give it away, but Dwayne Monkley's handling was outstanding.
A bad scrummage effort initially by Ireland, but France came on the second surge as Rodriguez broke off with Roumain support. Oh, lovely jink by Campanabero, breaks 2 tackles past Smith and away now up to the 22. Still Campanabero tries to find support inside. It's there from Meynell, and it must be the score. And to round it off. Well, it hadn't looked a particularly promising attacking position or thrust, but it was Campanabero twice with that jink that took him past 2 tackles, and then nothing that Michael Kiernan could do to stop the powerful Franck Meynell in a position to run it in. That was Condom, who's come back into the line-out tussle with his recall very much in the second half. And France drive on to the 22. Still the wedge firm. Now it's back. Campanabero. Sants whips it away brilliantly to Meynell, and he's found the line to the try-scoring position. Franck Meynell. Second try, only his 3rd in international rugby. And see here how Sants did so well to get it away. There's the movement of Franck Meynell that set up the score, as he checked and cut back virtually unopposed.
Ha perdido el balón. Akosaberi. Atención a San André que se intenta ir por el lado más difícil. Llega a la delantera francesa para intentar ganar ese balón. Akosaberi jugando con Benassi. Benassi ganando metros, nadie lo placa, nadie puede con él. Recibe el apoyo de sus compañeros. Atención y ensayo de Francia. Va a ser obra del número 13, Olivier. La alegría del banquillo francés.
Es el premio a la continuidad en el ataque. Están atacando sin parar. Está claro que aunque tengan algunos fallos, en algún momento les va a sonreír la fortuna. Muy bien por el delantero francés, que ha sido capaz de crear la superioridad numérica echándose contra los tres cuartos irlandeses, con lo cual los tres cuartos franceses han tenido demasiada facilidad para meter el ensayo.
Là, il y a une faute, l'arbitre laisse jouer la fin à l'avantage et les trois Koseberi, donc il a raison de laisser jouer.
Oh, ils ont envie de jouer, les Français. Abdelatif Benazi en position d'ailier face à 3-4 défenseurs écossais, balle au sol. Il a franchi la ligne médiane, le capitaine de l'équipe de France. On rejoue. Et on rejoue. Le Flamand, toujours dans l'air de jeu, le ballon. Et on se fait des passes. Et c'est Fabien Peloux qui arrive maintenant sur les 22 mètres de l'équipe d'Écosse. Oh, quel enchaînement. Les Français sont toujours maîtres du ballon. Chalmers a plaqué au gagne.
Une cinquantaine de capes
51 sélections, alors qu'il n'a que 29 ans, Craig Chalmers. Voici, alors qu'il essaie d'arracher le maillot d'Abdelatif Benazi.
Ah, il n'est pas facile à mettre au sol. Et voyez là, il manque de l'effectif écossais pour être efficace sur le regroupement au sol. Ce sont les premiers enseignements qu'on peut tirer de ce tout début de match.
Le jeu est toujours arrêté parce qu'on soigne Craig Chalmers sur la ligne des 22 mètres écossais. C'est la raison pour laquelle Régis Forestier et Jean-Marc Lénoré vous proposent ces beaux ralentis
avec le Flamand
minute de ce match.
Scrivens marking Redmond. Well taken by Hill. Barnes, Halliday, Guscott looks for the gap and clean through it. He's got Swift outside to run it in, surely. Inside 1-2, back to Guscott. And over, what a try.
Again, good ball, just look how quickly Richard Hill gets it away. But when Simon Halliday gets the ball, he dummies inside to Andy Robertson, and that gives Jerry Guscott the extra pace. And really it looked as though Tony Swift was going to score, but good cover here by Gloucester. But again, Swift keeps the ball available inside, and there's no stopping Guscott from that sort of yardage. Great drive.
Well, the sort of quality rugby that we'd hope to see on the big occasion like this. There was the lovely dummy play by Halliday that really set it up for Guscott. It gave him that chink of light, which he exploited to the full. The pass wasn't so clever, but Swift hung on to it, kept his head, and the support was there.
Southam once again playing it short, handed back for Morrell. He runs into the big forward pack, and the little halfback having trouble surviving that. And the Lions, not surprisingly, bring this one under control. Andy Reid again leads the charge. This time they've worked it well. Now can the backs do something about it? Tony Underwood's decided he's going to take the ball. He gave it away nicely to Gibbs again. Back in field to Clement. Tony Clement. That's a lovely try from the Lions, the best today. And good reward.
Frustrated a little by the tactics employed by Southam, but here we see one of their danger men, Underwood, with the ball. Steps inside Culhane's tackle, sets it on to Gibbs. Gibbs, good hard straight runner up the middle of the field for the Lions. Flips it back in for Clement. He knocks off Bobby Morrell easily and runs through to the line. Steps inside Forrest. That is the use of the ball. That is how to counter the Southam tactics. Use their backs lines. Great try.
Wood decided it was time for a run, and Scott Gibbs, who's been the most impressive of the Lions backs today, and then Tony Clement, somewhat out of position at centre, had a lot of work to do. He beat Bobby Morrell, stepped inside Simon Forrest, and then showed a good turn of pace and scored right under the crossbar.
It's not all over yet. Rugby Park in New Plymouth, one world of sport with 15 minutes to go. The Lions winning that ball. Jones, there are numbers out wide. They use the loose forwards, Clark and Webster. Now the backs are into it. There are numbers there. Gibbs, instant reply by the Lions through Richard Wallace.
Good try there. The Lions set the ruck up, came out wide. Taranaki didn't really have the numbers. There was a quick skip pass out and wide out to the winger where number 14 Wallace.
Webster peels off.
Well, he hasn't given up play. I mean, he's got to be one of the better forwards out there all day.
Cronin has a go too. 10 metres on the Waikato side of halfway. Now Barnes. Carling. Can they produce something here? Wallace down the right wing side. Still going. Oh, and Will Carling gets a lovely try.
It was well set up by Damien Cronin. Good hands. Will Carling set. Tony Clement up. Cunningham through to Richard Wallace, and he's the big guy, steps inside, he looks for the support, and there's Will Cullen again, sets it up, finishes it. Sign of a good midfield player.
Tremendous work here by Richard Wallace on the right wing side, the Irishman. He got firstly past Reece Ellison. Not too many people do that. A despairing dive from Ellison. He almost, oh dear, he did put his foot out. Well, well, well. The try is given, but it shouldn't have been. Will Carling gets it.
Opportunity. Richards has got the other. The Lions leading 18-13. It's 2 tries each. Bishop eluding Winterbottom, stepping through a gap. Pace on now. Going to be caught by Bayfield. Leslie takes the pass and turned well for McPherson. The goalposts appear for Otago. What do they do? Huge pass. Taking it at pace is Bell. Bishop's delivering some great miss-out passes for Otago. Forster, he'd love to go the short side. What do they do? Through Mika. Trying to suck in some of the Lions who are standing off. Now they might work it wide. They do to Kronfeld. Leslie dives. Absolutely brilliant once again from the Otago backline. Look at Bishop, he's really starting to play well. He caught Kronfeld out in front of the post. Kronfeld, good skills there to hang on to that ball. Flips it back to Leslie. Leslie had Cook out on this wing, but he sensed the closest way was straight through the middle. Great try. Kronfeld, who was out in the backline taking that long pass from Bishop, and Leslie took it one-handed. He would have known there was a winger out there. But that's a beauty, straight forward. So Otago ball this time. Do they use the tail? Yes, they do. Richards can't out-jump Joseph. Leslie gets the first pass. Alice hasn't had any opportunities. Back with Leslie, his flatting partner here in Dunedin. Combination just breaking down a little bit. Forster on the break. Now he can open things up. Allison, good support. Turning it back in field for Bishop. It dies just a little bit there. Forster though opens it up. He's got a winger. He's got Bell. Back in field. There's Cook. Cook going for try number 2. Can he get there? Oh yes. Paul Cook finishing it off brilliantly.
Truly brilliant. There's the master there, little Stewie Forster. He controlled it all the way. Just watch how many times he handles in the movement. It swept the length of the field. Firstly, Mark Ellis, he tried to step back in, but there was no hole there. Here comes Forster again. He picks it up and keeps the movement on the go. First he looks inside, then looks back out. He knows that Andre Bell's on his outside, and he's just using him as a decoy. Sets Andre away. Andre didn't have the legs to make it, so he flips it into the try scorer, the first try scorer, Paul Cook. Cook runs from 25 yards out, steps inside. Jayan Evans as it come across from the far wing. That is a brilliant try.
So here was Foster. Forster was brilliant in this phase. Alice was there. We'll see Forster in the action once again. Bishop, and there's Forster looming up. Now he had Popplewell going to tackle him, but he thought he could beat him with pace, and he did. And from here on it was Forster, Bell, and then Cook. And Cook, 25 metres to run, and scoring the second try for Otago. Nice little sidestep to finish it off.
Ian Jones did marvellous work for the All Blacks there, tying it in, standing on his feet until he got support, and then setting up the ruck. And the touch is safely found, but the line out taken quickly, and there's nobody down there. That was the fullback, landing it inside, setting his forwards up, and they have it again. And there's good space now. They must score. Thurber. And Thurber with the dummy goes under. A try for South Africa. Thurber has actually scored 15 international tries. By far their top scorer at the moment.
And what a great try it was. They've got to take quick throw-ins. That's just what they did here. They set up the loose play. And the backs are screaming for it outside. And that's a lovely long pass from Botha. They split him in two, and here's Gerber, the ace poacher. Dummy, thank you very much, try under the posts.
Back, Keegan Barnes, top tackle there by Martin, who'd come in from the left wing. Turnover. Taranaki away. Great running from Cameron. Murphy, 100 games for Taranaki today. Underwood too strong with the tackle. It's kept alive by Enon. Up there and scoring.
Sorry, coming from a Lions turnover, and Crowley moved the ball out quickly. And there the gap came up with Cameron playing out on the midfield instead of customary first love 8. Murphy just setting his opposite number up and going towards the touchline, swinging the ball back in, and there was the Taranaki forwards, Denyo into Big O'Sullivan, called in late during the week to take his place to Taranaki team.
Well, it looked as though the move had died here because Underwood surely had Murphy nailed. Murphy, hearing the call, flicked it into the number 8. There was Enon. Now, from somewhere comes O'Sullivan to take the pass and go over in the...
Tapudi throws hard and low. Jones under pressure. Got it away nicely to Barnes. Now Guscott. Here comes the fullback. Clement, he's in. Looks inside. Barnes on the burst. The Lions have a chance. Guscott. Has he got the toe? Jeremy Guscott.
Easy.
That's a marvellous try for the Lions.
The dollar from the line out. Stuart Barnes, Jeremy Guscott, up to Scott Hastings, and here's Anthony Clements coming in. Watch the backup here. Sheer pace punched onto the ball. And this is where Jeremy Guscott is so good. He just looms up in support. Wonderful player, balanced runner. Say good night.
Try scored. The lovely run here by Barnes. And Jeremy Guscott's got a good turn of pace. And he went through. They never looked like pulling him back. And Jeremy Guscott has scored the first try for the Lions. Been converted at...
Saca de bote pronto Arwell Thomas. Vamos a ver si supera la línea de 40 por muy poco. La ha sobrepasado. Posesión para Francia. Carbonó liberando para Stefan Glass. Fabien Pelús percutiendo duro. Scalifano placado por Steve Williams. Carbonó jugando con Aucan. Aucan con Mar Dalmaso. Cruzan la línea del centro del campo los franceses, que están jugando muy bien con su delantera. Aucan con Lamaison. Lamaison que tiene metros. Lamaison entra en la 22 francesa, abre para David Venditti, ensayo de Francia, y que está facilitando un balón muy fácil a sus tres cuartos.
Jugadores vemos del país de Gales fuera del juego por completo. Eso abre espacio para Lamaison. Tiene un pase sencillo.
Sí.
Para que luego Venditti marque su cuarto ensayo.
Matson. Some good defending in there from Melbourne. They've tackled hard all day. Played their hearts out for the province. But again, it's an example of the difference between First Division and the lesser divisions. Matson, Nakatami, the goal line is ahead. Right in the last minute, Marshall, Mertens, a flat pass, and Coakley's in. Look for the referee. He's going to let it run for advantage. Australia have a lineup. They have Jason Little. They have Andrew Blades and Horan. Gregan. Rough. Ten metres out. Little again. Shot pass. And Larkin seals the Bledisloe Cup.
This resulted from a turnover way back downfield in the Wallabies half forward replay, and it's a fitting reward for Stephen Larkin, who I think's had an outstanding match getting the try. There were numbers always on the left. There was danger for the All Blacks. Little just using his centre skills to run Larkin into the hole.
When the All Blacks attack, the Wallabies seem to have numerous defenders there. This time the All Blacks were stretched from this excellent play by the Wallabies following the turnover.